Hey Joseph, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm good, except I'm trying to pull my hair out over what's going on with Google in these photos.
Well, I know, and I should have probably done something before today, but hey, now is a good time, right? So I've been using Google Photos. I don't know, Joseph. I think ever since they came out, when Google started allowing us to take pictures on our phones and um, rec record videos and back them up on online back in
Right.
2015, right? We've been able to use um, the cloud to record and back up our photos. So on our phones, we could see the images and know that they'd automatically back up online. Do you remember Picasa?
Oh my God.
Wasn't that an awesome? You can still use Picasa, but it doesn't sync anymore.
Oh, really?
They haven't actually developed an update on Picasa. It's still limited, but Picasa actually is still around, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
all my photos backed up, and I think we've got my photos backed up in there, right?
well, your photos will be backed up if you have the application for Google downloaded on your computer, and it'll automatically back it up for you. And
Right.
also, if you have the app on your phone, the Photos app, the Google Photos app, it will automatically back it up. I found it has a little glitch sometimes where it doesn't automatically back up, but you have to check it and make sure to go to photos.google.com and make sure it's backing up. But starting on June the 1st of this year, Google will be using for free their free accounts specifically, right? Um,
Mhm.
if you don't have um, enough storage space for that 15 gigabytes that you get, that
Right.
encompasses Google Drive, um, Google Photos, and your Google Docs, so that all of that is within that 15 gigabytes. If you're not uh, um, if you don't have enough space, you'll have to start paying for storage for your photos.
Hmm.
15 gigabytes is not a lot of space, but it is a lot of space when you think about the fact that Google compresses images,
Right.
right? So it's just a matter of figuring out, um, for the standard size images, do you have enough room? But it doesn't start measuring that until June 1st. So you have until June 1st to get all your images up and all your videos up, right? So if you get them all uploaded, you're not going
Right.
to be measured in regard to how much you have. It's still unlimited until then. After that is when they're going to start measuring. It's not what you currently have, it's what happens after that. That's where the line is going to be drawn.
Okay.
Making sense? Okay. So, um, so the high quality content will be counting against the allotment, basically, of what you have of 15
Got it.
gigabytes,
Okay.
right? Now, here's the caveat, which is really, when I read this and I saw it and I was studying and I was looking, I was like, what? There's a phone called the Pixel phone, Google
Oh,
Pixel.
Lord. Uh-huh.
So the Google Pixel phone is made by Google. Guess what? If you get the Google Pixel phone, what do you think is going to happen?
You're not going to have to pay for it.
Thank you. Thank you. So if you have a Google Pixel
Uh,
phone, you don't have to worry about how many images. Just it's always going to be unlimited, right? So Google Pixel users are exempt from the change at all. No problem.
so, yeah, but what good is a Google phone to you?
What do you mean?
You're
What do you
talking
mean?
about,
What do you mean? What?
well, I'm confused with what you just said.
Okay, this
That's
phone
an
costs me
Android.
nothing. This is less than $300. An
That's
iPhone
an
is how much money?
Android. This is an iPhone. I don't
Right.
know. This is like so old. I'm just holding on. I'll probably take this to my girl.
But see, if I
They'll
want a new
bring like
phone, I
little.
can buy 4 phones versus your one phone.
No, I didn't pay that
That's
much
the
for this one.
difference. But
I
what
don't.
I'm just saying, what I'm saying is, in regard to Google phones, they're just more people have Androids than they have iPhones. A lot of people don't realize that, but more people have Android phones or Google phones than they have iPhones, right? So it's the truth.
So Google phone is an Android.
Well, Android and Google are synonymous in a way, yes, but especially the Pixel, there's different
Okay,
types,
I got
right?
it.
It's the operating system that we're
All
talking
right.
about too, right? Yeah.
And is Google phone going to be a good tool to use in the real estate market?
Now it is. There was a time when I would always tell a realtor, don't get an Android because they weren't keeping up with with the different applications that
Right.
were necessary, in my opinion, that were necessary for realtors to use, in order to be proficient in their industry. And I thought it was just taking much too long. The I products would come out, the Apple products would come out first, and then it
Right.
would take a while before the
Android.
Android would come out. And even now you'll find that Apple will come out with something even a lot more sexier first before an Android. But there's always an alternative on the Android side. There's a lot of realtors using Android phones, and they do very well in their business with no problem, right? So it's all, to me, it's all about usability and in your perception of what you think, right?
Right.
So all of the core products are there, and if you go to many websites, you'll see they have both CTAs, both buttons on the bottom of the page, allowing you to select one to send you the link so you can download their application. So yeah, I think that you're in a good place with that. Let's see. How do you actually assert how much space you have, right? So I'm going to share my screen and give you guys some insight on how that works. So I'm talking about the free products right now. Like if you just have a Gmail account, right? If you have a paid account, you log into your paid account and you're going to have um, a larger space of a larger room on your account because you're
Right.
using like a domain-based email account. So that's totally different from what we're looking at. I'm talking about, your username at gmail.com. That's what I'm talking about in this instance right here. So let me share my screen and give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about. You can tell me if this makes sense. So this is where your pictures are, right? You've got your images, and then over here on the left hand side, you'll have your folders, or if you're not folders, they call them albums over here on the left. Anything that is shared with you, albums that are shared with you does not take up your space. They're on the person who shared them with you. It's on their space. You're just looking at them. You have a window looking at what is being shared. So you're not losing space when somebody has shared an album. So if somebody shared an album with you, no matter how many images or videos are there, those images and videos are not taking on are using up your space. So if you want to see what you have and how much storage you have, the easiest way to do that is to go over to the right hand side online. Excuse me, I didn't need to go in there. To go into the right hand side and then click on the gear. Okay, when you select the gear, you will see, first of all, it will show you how your system is set up. Can you see that, Joseph?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to also, even on your phone, you'll have the app there. You'll see high quality is what I have. High quality is, to me, what you should set. Original is the highest original photo size and quality. So, you, for example, because you're a photographer, you take pictures and stuff, you wouldn't want to use original because your images are huge, right? So you store your images like in another location, right? But if you were going to pull them in here, you would reduce the size to high quality. You cannot take a high quality image and change it into original. Does that make sense?
Correct.
Yeah, so it would be just high quality. If your images are high quality, right, and you see it here and you want to go ahead and upgrade, you can always upgrade for $2 a month. $199 a month gives you 100 gigabytes more. Okay, so 100 gigabytes more at $2 a month. Okay. So what's that? $24 a year, you have 100 gigabytes a month of
Right.
storage, which is an unbelievable amount when you think about compressing images, right? So, but if you want to know where you are now, currently, based on those three folders, we're talking about Google Photos, Google Drive, and Google Sheets, which is text intensive, right? So that's what I use mine for. What you do is you come up here where it says important update about your high quality storage. And then all you do is you click on the learn more. And this is where you can actually look and see, how well your storage is working, right? So they'll show you where your existing photos are and so forth. And it tells me, so right now it tells me my existing photos that will not be affected. Photos and videos backed up in high quality before June 1 won't count toward my free storage because of where I am. They're estimating for me, and think about it, guys. I use my Google account in my business. I actually use this account. I've been using this account for years, sharing documents with students, uploading and designing documents, text intensive. My clients share. I share client documents with my clients here, and I've been doing it for years, right? And I still have not run out of space. And it's telling me I have 3 more years based on what I have in here, right? So I'm good with mine, but you still should come in here and look at it to see what you've got. So that's an important feature to do, is to come in here and take a look and see where are you. You have the options here. Since you're already in here, you might as well look and see about these other features where you can group similar faces. This feature is amazing, where you can come in and manage the preferences on similar faces. So you can sort through and group people together. It'll find your face as a baby if you've got pictures of you as a baby, and it'll just pull people together for you, right? So there's all type of features in here you might want to go ahead and look at. But let's say, for example, you say, you know what, I'm done with Google. I don't want to use this anymore. You can export your information. You can export your data and you can back it up. So you can back up your information without a problem. There's going to be a file that you'll have to download on your computer. And so you'll be able to back it up here. You just download the software and back it up. Okay. And this area here talks about your data in Google Photos and how they keep it safe. They are encrypted. Your information is safe, and they talk about that here, and who's in control of your data. So that you are in control of your data. And it has an activity log in this area here. And you can view this area here. This will actually show you images and who can see the images and what content is there and so forth in that section. Okay, what else did I want to tell you? Yeah, so you recover the storage of your images. The images are compressed, right? Let's see. Um, if you become a Google One member, that's what they call it when you do decide to upgrade. If you decide that you want to go ahead and upgrade, that's called a Google One member. You do get phone support, and they have additional editing features that are available in that system. You have additional editing features that you can use. And I don't know what they look like because I haven't actually used it. So I don't know what those editing features look like, but just know that you will have additional editing features. So that's something that you might want to look at, right? So that's just giving you some ideas. But on your phone, you want to make sure everything is backed up on your phone on the app, right? If you are using the app. If you've never used Google Photos and you decide you want to use Google Photos, you've got like 2 weeks to make sure that you've actually downloaded the app on your phone. uploaded, backed up all of, and it's going to take a while if you've never used it. So you need to make sure it's uploaded. You can manually hit the button on each photo and you'll see a little cloud thing in the top right hand corner, and you can make sure that they're uploaded. So you want to go into your photos by going to logging into your Gmail account and then going to photos.google.com, or clicking on the Google Photos under the app on the top right, that 9 dot square, and making sure that everything has been syncing. So that's basically where we are with Google Photos. I thought it was going to be free forever, but no, nothing is forever. We know that. We've figured that
Uh,
out now in life, that nothing lasts forever.
can you imagine what that charge is going to add up to?
Just think about it, right? I mean, you look at it, you're talking about billions and billions of dollars worth of assets there for them. But hey, that's where we are.
Hey, it is. It
We
is what it is.
It is what it is.
All God's children are entitled to
Correct. For
make a
me,
profit.
honestly, I'll never leave Google Photos. I mean, it's the biggest resource that I have. There's nothing like knowing when I take a picture, I know I have my SD card is in here, um, and my photos are going up. The other thing that I do too is, you can plug in the little external thing to connect to your computer. You can manually upload straight right off of your phone, which is another thing that you can do, to go directly do a hot sync,
Let's
or
see.
hot transfer. But I'm telling you guys, if for those of you who are watching, if you do not have Dropbox,
Yeah, I store all my well, I create files and store files in Dropbox.
yeah, Dropbox to me is the best place to use for me, it's my primary storage. Primary is
Yeah.
Dropbox, right? So all of my files go into Dropbox in file folders. That's where for my biggest clients, that's where I share documents with them. If I have live documents, meaning that they are always being changed and we can both be in there together, that's when I use Google Drive. That's when I use Google Drive.
Yep. Peace out. She has a little peace sign out on her.
So I hope this has been helpful for those of you who have any questions. Feel free to send me an email. Just go to DesireeSavory.com, or you can go to 713-557-1531.com, or you can go to HoustonTrainer.com. All three go to the same website. Thank you so much for listening in on this video. Joseph, anything else that you wanted to talk about?
No, just something else to do.
Something else to do, exactly. And
Well,
guys, if you have any real estate consulting services that you need, broker assistance, listen, this is the guy to talk to. All right. If you all need consulting, listen, I've gotten some inquiries and I've forwarded them over to Joseph and Company. You need to learn how to make sure that all of your brokerage information is in the right place. You want to learn more about making sure that you're heading in the right direction, using all of the features in your real estate company on a scale where you're talking about business management. We're not talking about marketing in ways that are newness. We're talking about the real, basic components of real estate. You're
the
not going to
nuts and
find a better
bolts.
person, the nuts and bolts of it, right? Business development. This is the person to talk to. So, best friend, Lovey, I hope you're
Love you,
well.
baby.
God bless you. Love you.
You
Take
have a
care.
good weekend.
You too. Take care.
All
Peace
right,
out.
love. Peace.
Bye.